today I'm actually on my way to Chattanooga to hang out with Grayson Parker. Grayson is the worship pastor at Venue Church. Venue Church has 2 campuses, one in Ringgold and one in Chattanooga, and Grayson is the worship pastor over both of those worship teams. I just want to hang out with him today and see how he builds and manages a multi-site worship team. I believe this is going to be amazing information, and you're definitely going to want to stick around and check this out. But first, I got to get there and get there safely. So I'm going to put this camera up, and I will see you at Venue.
Welcome to Worship Leader Hangout.
That was it. That's the intro. Welcome to Worship Leader Hangout, where we talk about many aspects of leading worship and leading a worship team. Today I'm hanging out with Grayson Parker. We're doing the behind the scenes and all sorts of other stuff today. But most importantly, I want to know the answer to one question.
Come on.
But first, who are you?
Grayson Parker. I'm the worship pastor here at Venue Church. Going on 5 years here in October of this year. Moved here originally from South Carolina. From day one, been a part of this process and this journey of what God's been wanting to do for this city, these locations that we're in, 2 campuses in, and get the opportunity to see thousands of people come to know Jesus, and man, just so excited to see what's to come.
That's right. That's right. Well, we want to know one thing. How do you build and manage a multi-site worship team? Because there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, 2 campuses right now, and more to come, I'm sure.
Yep.
And I know we're going to see gear and all that stuff and behind the scenes, but I think most importantly, how do we manage the people?
Yeah.
And how do we get that kind of wrapped around our minds? Because that to me is so much bigger than just the stuff that it takes to do it.
Yeah.
So talk about it a little bit.
Well, I mean, there's 2 different sides. One, cool thing my pastor shared with us one time as a staff and leaders is when we're answering these questions it's not just saying what do we need to do, but who.
Okay.
Instead of saying what, the question is who. And so I've just learned over multi-site right now, and as I grow and build, I'm not looking for like what else can I be doing to grow and manage and do. I mean, that's part of it, but the biggest question I've been asking and trying to answer is always who. And so identifying leaders, leader of leaders, people that can oversee, maintain, pastor, lead teams well, because you're going to recruit. That's one of the things to get people for different instruments and worship leaders, and it's great that you have all these people, but like they need a leader, they need somebody to guide them, they need somebody to teach them and lead the way, and whether it's culture or whatever that is. And it's just I always start with that question, and one of the biggest things that's really helped me lead and maintain and like operate and flourish in these areas at such a young age is having great leaders on the team. I'm not even at our North Georgia campus, and I have a team down there and also a leader that is leading that team and leading the way and holding the standard and operating the way we operate and holding the systems and logistics down.
When you said earlier today, you said that you don't even have to be there necessarily.
No, I don't at all.
I mean, you take time to be there occasionally, but you don't have to be because of those people.
Exactly.
That you're talking about.
Honestly, I'm pouring into that leader down there, and he's able to pour into the team down there.
Right.
I cast vision to that leader down there, and he casts vision to the team down there. Instead of me trying to maintain and be everywhere for everybody, because that's impossible.
Yeah, you can't.
And we create systems and structure. We want to be. I always say, we want to operate like Chick-fil-A. No matter what Chick-fil-A you go in, you know what you get.
Yeah.
You're going to get my pleasure.
Absolutely.
The sauce. The nuggets. What you like. The outfits they're going to be wearing. The look. The smell. The branding. And that's what it is with like Venue Church. Like no matter what campus you walk into, no matter like what your like if it's North Georgia or Chattanooga, like you're walking into Venue Church. Same thing with Venue Worship. as worship leaders, as a sound, as a look, as our music, as teams. It could be 2 different teams on 2 different campuses, but we want you to know what to expect when you come, and you're going to get that. And so, our systems are the same, our structure is the same, our language is the same, our venue way is the same, our culture is the same. Like how we operate, how we do rehearsal, we do the same songs each week.
You do the same songs at both campuses?
Yep.
Because you guys are...
Exact same order, because we're doing point to point.
Point to point, right.
So if we're firing a male-led, upbeat tempo song, it's the same song that fires down there on Ableton that we send to them. Yeah. And they're leading the exact same song at the exact same time. So, it's really, more so just growing, pastoring, and leading. And now it's to a place where, again, I have great leaders. I don't even have to be on any stage. I don't even have to be on this stage at Chattanooga, because I have other great leaders that lead worship well and great and can lead teams. And, the goal is that's what we're doing. Like we're thinking about maybe a 3rd campus in the future at some point. So I'm already going, who?
Yeah.
Who's going to be that person that can lead the way, that can lead that team, that can pastor them well, that can hold the standards, the culture, live it out, operate? Because when they go to that venue church campus, it's the same environment, the same style, the same feel, and that's what we want. Right. And my goal is to continue to just raise leaders and allow those leaders to raise more leaders, so on and so forth. So, as far as maintaining and operating Multisite, it took some time to figure that out. I did. I learned the hard way. I was doing everything. Yeah. I was trying to be everywhere, and I had to learn real quick, like, this is beyond me. Yeah. The thing that I get to be a part of is way bigger than the part I play. And so, truly blessed to have an amazing team with a bunch of amazing leaders. Mm-hmm. And so I would just encourage people, like, if you're going toward Multisite, definitely get your systems, your structure, how you want to operate, your standards and excellence and all that stuff. But also always be identifying who. Yeah. Who is that person? And that's just been the answer for me so far. Just keeping that in your mind. Yeah, like, even if that position or that thing is not there yet, exactly, you're still thinking, exactly, who's going to do that? Yeah, if that's production or worship related, like, who? Yeah. Who? Now, what is the interview process look like for something like that? I mean, I know most of them are volunteers, but still, we need to make sure it's the right person. Yeah, I mean, I think the interview process for me starts as soon as I engage somebody. Yeah. They don't know it, but I think, like, I'm watching. Right. Right. I'm watching how, like, is this person a natural leader, or are they a follower? Mm-hmm. Is this a person that is leading the way already naturally, that loves being a part of the vision and the culture and what God's doing in their life, and really going after their purpose and what they're created to do? Or am I having to babysit or drag them along the way or push? And of course, you're always going to be pushing even leaders to grow. We push and grow ourselves. Our pastor does that with us. But, like, even the basics, who we are, what we're asking you to sign up for, like, are you at least handling and operating on a high level with those things? Because even just like the scripture says, when you're faithful with the little, God will give you more. Yeah. And so, like, are you handling what you have right now, even if it's just one song and you're leading one song, but are you leading that one song with everything that you have on the level that we need, so that I can entrust you with more? I'll maybe give you 2 songs to lead, or maybe next thing you know, surprise, you're leading the whole campus. Hey, maybe I need you to look after this section of people, of maybe musicians or guitar players or whatever, and are you faithful leading those guys before God entrusts you to be faithful leading a whole campus team? And so, I already look, in an interview process, like, I'm already watching culture, attitudes, level of excellence, standard, are they all in, sold out, bought into the vision and what God has them doing, and are they being faithful with it, no matter if it's on stage, off stage, leading one person or leading 10 people, like, because that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for people that feel entitled. We're looking for people that can be entrusted. And I think there's two different things. You can be here for years and feel entitled to be a leader, or you feel like you're entitled to lead people, but why am I not leading people? But that ain't the question. Is, can you be entrusted? Because when you get these people and you lead these people, are you leading them in such a way that is supporting the vision and the calling that God has placed you here to do?
Yeah. I think that happens a lot when somebody serves for a while. They think, well, once that position or whatever comes open, I'm going to be there. But
it's easy.
It's really not necessarily
easy.
The case.
Yeah, it's so easy to get baited into that.
Now with continuing the culture throughout each campus, it being venue, no matter where you are.
Sure.
How often do you meet with the teams all together, and how often do you meet with the worship leaders?
Sure.
That kind of thing.
So I mean, there's different layers. I meet with like lead worship leaders that far as like lead campuses like once a week. Like for instance our lead worship guy that oversees our North Georgia campus, we go eat lunch and meet on his break because he's a volunteer. Yeah. His lunch break for 1 hour every Tuesday at 12:30 at Cookout. And we eat, talk about things that were awesome Sunday, talk about maybe things we can improve, kind of get a gauge and like thermometer on just how things are going with people on the team, and anything that we can make better and get feedback on. We meet every week. I meet with other leaders that are wanting to grow in leadership and leadership development on the worship team as well, that could see themselves leading campuses one day. We've been meeting on Sundays at 4 o'clock from 4 to 6, and it's just a leadership training get together type time where I'm pouring vision and
kind of
culture.
Like a small group as well, too.
Exactly. And we're just I'm pouring in vision and culture and things that they might need to know when they lead a campus, whether it's guard, set the bar, guard the bar, or how to have, we call them life-giving conversations, because we want to speak life into people.
Right.
That some people would call hard conversations, but how to deal with people, how to pastor people, how to lead people, how to, that we're leaders and we lead the way in all that we do. And so, we're like a thermostat, we control the temperature. We don't expect somebody else to control it.
Yep.
And so, I meet with them as well. And also I meet with anybody that actively wants to pursue growing.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets, you can get busy and there's a lot going on, but I'm all about like meeting with people that genuinely want to be invested in, and like they're going to take it and run with it versus waste time.
Right, and not just your current leaders, but people that want to be leaders as well. Yeah, that's so good.
For sure. And it leaks, man.
Yeah.
It leaks down and it flows. We always say it flows from the head down,
It does, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Now, do you ever meet with the entire team? Like,
I do. We do
parties?
Yeah, we do quarterly. We were for a season doing them once a month, but quarterly's been better. But we do team nights.
Okay.
Where both campuses get together and just like...
How many people?
Hang out. There's close to 30 people
30?
between the two.
30, does that include production?
That's just worship.
Just worship.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another 25 or so on production. But yeah, we'll meet, and we do team night with worship and production together. I've done, through a semester of small groups, I've done a small group where we get together every Tuesday night, cook out at somebody's house, hang out. We were actually doing like a house worship time where we just sit around and worship together.
That's pretty cool. Team
nights are great because we do a lot of team building and development and different things, and even worship together there as well, because we're constantly, doing what we do on Sundays, but there's got to be that time to fill up. But also too, our biggest wins have been in our relationships, community.
Right.
That this is a team, not just a team that I only see you and know you and I just play music with you on Sunday, but like this is people that like go to battle with you, that will drag you out of the mud, that will have your back through thick and thin, and it's like a family and a community, which is a huge core value of our church. So yeah, anything that we can do to grow that.
Yeah, that's good. Now, as far as, and I know you started with when you recruit. Now, just real quick, how do you start that recruiting process?
Yeah. So, recruiting wise, you know, we've done different things. You know, we posted on social media before, letting people know like, hey, if you're a musician in the area or looking for a church home, or check us out or DM us or whatever, contact us that way. We've done promotional videos during our announcement times at church before. You know, also too, we've rotated before with like leaders and stuff, and like if they weren't serving on stage that week, then they would be out in the lobby with like a lanyard on.
I like
and
that.
like recruiting and engaging with the people in the lobby, and pointing them to, you know, get connected. And
now, a lot of our viewers are probably in small to medium churches.
Yep.
What would you say to them as far as recruiting as well? Because I mean, you do have a lot of people coming into this building, but somebody that has maybe 150 to 200 range of people, maybe even smaller than that. What are some ways that they can recruit?
I mean,
because I know you guys were there.
We were. I was about to say. I mean, honestly, 4 years ago, like when we moved up here, I knew nobody, and I mean, I was literally looking at like Craigslist ads. I was looking on social media. I was trying to get in every little community page that like musicians get in for like Chattanooga or something, and start friending them, and they randomly didn't even know me. You know, I would even go up to just local guitar center and, oh, you play guitar, obviously, you're over here jamming.
Place to play.
Oh, you're in the drums, jamming on the drums, like, what's up? You know, and it was just like networking, and you know, like, I would say no idea is ridiculous and a bad idea. Like, you have to start somewhere, and it might seem awkward, you don't know them, but like, you will be surprised. Like, some of it's just word of mouth. Like, our drummer that's still here today, he's been here for over 4 years now. I asked a college student randomly, I was just asking anybody, I was getting desperate. I was like, well, he goes to college, he has to know some college kid that can play. And I was like, hey, do you know any drummers? And he just happened to know a drummer that used to play at his granddad's church and wasn't playing anywhere. And next thing you know, so I connected with him. We met for the first time, got him to come play, and God's done something every step of the way, him and his family's life, and he's still here playing till today. And so I would just say, don't sit around and say, I've tried everything, if you haven't tried everything.
Right,
And I would say, do whatever it takes. If you have that mentality, go to Guitar Center. If you don't have Guitar Center, go to some local music store. I mean, there might be some mom and pop music store that, you know, somebody that needs to use their gift and express it for Jesus, like, could be sitting there, and it's just waiting on your obedience to get up and move. You know, social media, word of mouth, again, Craigslist, any ads, like anything, coffee shops, anywhere like musicians would be. If you have any venues where people play music, go check them out, man, and just ask questions. Like, you just never know who's out there. So, and that worked for us.
Well, man, I appreciate you doing this for me.
It's an honor to be here.
If you haven't seen the behind the scenes video, go check that out. It'll be linked below in the description and the comment section. Why not, right?
Why not?
If you don't know Grayson, get to know him. He's on social media. Find Venue Church. You can go to venuechurch.com, right? And get to know Venue and what all they do as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that now. You can click on the subscribe button anywhere. And man, I appreciate it.
Until next time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See you.
Remember, great worship leaders are always learning, recruiting, and just expanding everything that they do. So, no excuses, right?
No excuses.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, man. Oh, man. Hope that helps.
That's such good information.
I hope it helps.